How was the competition? Oh, wow. First place, and now you're going to regionals? Wow. That's really great to hear. And the ribbon dancer worked out well for you. Wonderful. So you want my help to design a leotard for competition. That's great. You know, I have a lot of old uniforms and some scrap materials that we can look through, and I bet I can help you come up with something really original for this competition. So if it's okay with you, I think I'm going to take some notes on my computer, and we'll see what we can come up with. So this first fabric I have, you know, it's stretchy, so it's a great leotard material. The color, it's pretty muted, but really your performance is what should stand out, right? No? So you could have something like this, but then, you know, add on a sequin, or, you know, maybe a row of stripes or something. But I think this is a really great material for a rhythmic gymnast. It's very breathable, but look at that stretch. Now, more than anything, you're going to want a leotard that stays in place, so that's going to be important as we look through some of these options. So yeah, it's a muted blue. So how do you feel about this one? And what about that stretch? So it sounds like you like the color. I mean, not the color, but you do like that stretch, right? It's also pretty heavy. I feel like it's durable. You know, it's going to stay in place, and I think it's going to, you know, hold everything together while you're, you know, tumbling and whatnot. Great. Okay. So let's see what else color-wise we have. Well, similar fabric, but what about a white? It's very basic. You know, something like this, you could, you know, really focus on an exciting accessory, or, you know, maybe just one bold stripe down the side, but overall just kind of keeping it plain. How do you feel about that? Yeah. Well, what if it was like black and white, like a stripes, or something really bold and high contrast. You could see how it might, you know, really stand out on the floor, but you know, you don't have to have a lot of bells and whistles on something like this. It could just be just like a high contrast pattern. What do you think about that? That's true. So yes, you like the idea of the high contrast pattern, but that's gonna not have a lot of contrast with your ribbon. So you brought the ribbon back today, and yeah, you know, this being such a, I guess, a pretty plain looking ribbon, maybe you want to stand out a little bit more with your leotard. Is that right? Let's see here. So is this the one that you plan to use in competition? Yeah. No, it's a really nice one. Kind of a boring pink and white area. Okay. So maybe if you're using this ribbon, and it's got the green handle, maybe we should consider that when choosing an option here. Okay. Let's see. So considering the color of the ribbon, and maybe wanting to go with something a little coordinating or flashy, what if we also incorporated a pink color? This is almost more of a blush, light pink. So this is like a mesh, and what we could do is have the solid leotard underneath, so something like the white, but then pair that with this pink mesh. I feel like it's you know, a little almost too feminine, but it does kind of match with that ribbon. Now you're not getting as much contrast there, but I feel like, you know, having this combination would really be a cohesive look. Let's see. Yeah. So, and then you also have sort of a variation of fabrics that way. Obviously the silk of the ribbon, but then having the white spandex material and stretch, and this is also a stretchy sort of a mesh here. How do you feel about that? Do you like the pink mesh option? Let's see. Well, you know, it's kind of staying with maybe analogous colors. Instead of the white, you just go all pink. So you have the pink mesh, right? But then what if you were to pair that with this pink stretch fabric? Look at that stretch. So looking at those together, you know, the mesh is almost the same color as this ribbon fabric here, so I don't think we're going to get as much contrast. You know, it might get lost as you're, you know, spinning it around, and then not have as much visibility there. So, but you do like this pink color. Yeah, that does have a little bit more contrast with the ribbon. Now, yeah, keep in mind, because it is a little faded, there are some other areas that really tie that together. So something like that. Or you could, you know, pair them up. Now that might get a little heavy if you do 2 layers together as opposed to just like, you know, just like a sleeve of this material, something like that. Let's see, how do you feel about those fabrics? You know, I don't think this is itchy. You know, it is stretchy too. It's not too stiff, but you know, that is an important factor to consider. Okay. So, more contrast. Okay. So, if we don't use mesh, what if there was, you know, sort of a two-tone pinks and this almost magenta, red, fuchsia sort of a color. So that's brighter, you know, having a, well, there's a little something on there, sorry. Having something that is, you know, in the same color family, so it makes it sort of harmonious there, but having that then, you know, tying into this pink, white, peach look here. And again, these are the same fabric, so this is that good stretch material. Much brighter color too, but it's also, you know, good strong quality. Not gonna get any rips or tears in there. So, you know, look at those together. You know, it looks like a beautiful ribbon candy, right? Yeah, I think something like that could look really nice. What do you think? So candy could be an inspiration for the look, is what you're saying. Okay. And it sounds like you like the brighter colors. Okay. Great. So, again, sort of having that the paired colors there, almost looking like candy. What if we keep this fuchsia, but we pair it with green? Now, I know what you're thinking. If the fuchsia is close to red, red and green, complementary colors, also a little Christmassy. And this is not a holiday routine, is that correct? Right. So, now just take a look though. With green and pink, I think are a beautiful combination, right? So it's using bright green, bright pink, and then the more muted tone of your ribbon. Look at that. All of these three together, I think that's kind of a cohesive look. And, you know, if we're kind of trying that same twisted approach, look at that. You know, now that I'm looking at it this way, I see what you mean about the a little too Christmassy. You know, it's not red though, but it's fuchsia. But it's close enough to red that yeah, right. Well, okay, well, what if we took out the green and you just did all fuchsia, right? And again, with this, you could pair it with, I don't know, you know, just like maybe like a V stripe on the front of the leotard in a, I don't know, white or sequin, spark, something like that. You know, just like one accent on it. How do you feel about that? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, I think we could just do green. Green and pink, I think, are such a beautiful combination. It's almost like the red and green. You know, the complementary. What is that? Almost like the red and green complementary, but instead a lighter version, so pink and green. I love pink and green as a color combination. It would need a little something, again, like a contrast stripe, maybe a different color sleeve, but yes, by itself. Oh, and you know what, if you are using this ribbon, look at that, then you'd have that same green being carried over from the stick into the outfit. Yeah, if you had a long sleeve, then the colors would almost be touching. So, how about an all green? Yeah, okay. If you were to switch out the ribbon option, this green with this ribbon would really, really shine. Look at that. Yeah, this ribbon almost with any combination, you know, because it's got all the different colors in there, it can really be pulled out of any leotard you wear, because there's so many different color options. But it sounds like you prefer, you know, Old Faithful here. Pink. Okay. Never mind. But it does have the pink strip right here. No, okay. So, so if you're looking for something a little bit darker, what if you did this rich regal purple? I think, you know, look at that. The stitching even matches in there. So you could do, oh, and green and purple. Got a complementary color. Well, actually it's yellow, but you know, they're harmonious together. So you could do something where it's an all purple option, which I think looks really good with this ribbon. And I think the darker colors are a little bit more dramatic. You agree, right? Yeah. So, doing purple option, and then we've got the pink ribbon, the green of the handle here. But here's what would really, really set this apart from the rest of the options. If you start to add in some bold sparkles. Look at that. Wow. Now something like this, you know, if you just do contrast stripes or a couple sequins here and there, sure, that's going to catch the light every once in a while, you know, as you're going to be moving a lot. However, if it's an option like this, you could do, oh, it looks great together. You could do, you know, the body, the, you know, torso, core part of the outfit could be purple. And then what if you just did sleeves in this glittery black fabric here? And something like that, you know, you're moving your arms a lot, so it's really going to have a lot of good play in the light. So yeah, here's all three of those together, what that might look like. Yeah. Yeah, okay. How do you feel about the contrasting glitter sleeves, rest of the leotard in this deep purple? Yeah, it's really going to stand out in the lights. Yeah, the purple is, you know, it's a deeper color, so it's a little more muted. You know what we could do? Let's see here. Something in a blue. I love it. It's a bright color. And then if you were to pair that with, again, a silver sparkle sleeve, yeah, that's gonna be, that looks pretty good. And then mixed in with the pink right here, the ribbon. Yeah, getting closer. Well, let's see how these look together. Yes. Actually, that is really nice. Yeah, I'm liking this blue color. It's almost like a cornflower. And that's a really hot color right now, too, so I feel like it'd be on trend. Not that that's what you're going for, really for performance, but yeah. Okay, so cornflower. You're not a silver person? You know, some people, you know, do you wear silver jewelry? More of a gold option. Okay, you know what? Let's see. Let's see if I have something in gold. Yes. Yes, I do. Look at that. Now this is almost a slightly more muted sparkle. I feel like the silver one has more sparkles to it, but I feel like this is nice. It's not as, it's like slightly less showy, but then it actually looks really nice with this blue too. Yeah. Yeah, so it's I think this would be a great choice. And then, how does that look? Gold and pink. I feel like gold and pink always look pretty good together too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. So a pink of the ribbon, a gold accented sleeve, or you can always be really avant-garde and just do one sleeve. Have you seen that? Yeah, it's you only have one sleeve and then the other is bare arm. Yeah. So imagine one sleeve, maybe even half of it with this fabric, and then the rest of it with this beautiful cornflower blue. Yes, all together, I think that would look stunning. Yes. Yeah, what do you think? It's a great combination. Yeah. So, cornflower, half sleeve. Yeah, asymmetrical I think is going to be really in this year in competition. So, and you saw some at your, okay. Half sleeve, cornflower, the gold sparkle, that pink ribbon. One last thing to consider is the scrunchie. So, do you want to do a gold, the black and gold scrunchie, or would you want it to just be all gold or all of the blue color? Right? Decisions. Yeah, I think I would go with the black and gold to add that extra sparkle. Yeah. Black and gold scrunchie, ribbon. Perfect. So, yeah, now I'm just gonna need your sizing information. Hold on, let me wrap this up first. Again, don't want to get it tangled before the regionals here. Okay. And sizing. Great. And when is the competition again? Next week? All right, we'll get out of here. I need to get working on this now.